To be 5 o'clock. National Weather Service issuing a severe thunderstorm warning out ahead of some of that activity we was talking about earlier. Have had a bit of sunshine. It is trying to warm up just a little bit out there, so we're starting to see some thunderstorms pop up. Severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Jackson County and northeast Alabama and northeastern Madison County and north central Alabama. And that's until 5:15. At 4:45, a severe thunderstorm was located near New Market, or 9 miles northeast of Moore's Mill. Activity is moving southeast at 25 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. Areas impacted: New Market, Plevna, Larkin, and Estill Fork. So we'll take a look at this storm up here. Nice gust front out. Whoa, wait a minute. That right there was some decent rotation in that storm. Let me back that scan up. There may have been something trying to develop there. Definitely an interesting storm there. Let me get that storm relative velocity up there. Wow. It looked like it really, did try to rotate there on that last scan. Let me back it up. Okay, so yeah, damaging winds in there. And some very broad rotation in there too, right near New Market. But now it's just kind of collided into a just pretty much a regular little thunderstorm here, producing some gusty to damaging winds. Did have some broad rotation in it. Looking at it here on the Doppler radar, let that scan update. Very nice little outflow boundary on there, gust front. Some damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour possible with that cell, and again that is tracking off to the, looks like southeast there. Looks like possibly moving toward the Skyline area, maybe Pleasant Groves area here in a little while. Yeah, that cell was pretty interesting, concerning to say the most right there on that scan right here. Started to get a nice little hook on it. So well, the Weather Service did issue a severe thunderstorm warning on it. No tornado warning, but that was concerning there. If it would have kept that up, it would have definitely produced something. Thankfully, it quickly fell apart as far as the rotation goes. Still some broad stuff on it, but nothing like it was when it was crossing into, of course, Alabama there out of Tennessee. So we'll continue monitoring these storms here. We'll take a look back out a little bit. This is just kind of one of them that's popped up. We got a cold front that is sitting right here in northwest Alabama. I believe it's sitting like right across here, and it's slowly making its way across. So there's some pop-up development, ahead of that. Timeline again was in between 5 and 7 o'clock. So let's get that information up real quick. But again, for those just joining us, severe thunderstorm warning out for northwestern Jackson County there. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and we did observe some damage over from this storm. Actually, a lot of damage throughout the area in sporadic areas due to the storms that came through earlier. I noticed one was at the Tattoo and Ink there on 227 going toward Geraldine. Roof blown off, trees down, and power pole was snapped. It was replaced. And that information, of course, sent in by some good friends of ours at the Crossville Fire Department. Thanks for sending that information in. But I did personally go there and check that out too. So we got that sent into Huntsville, and they've got a log put in of it. So let's see if I can find that, what I'm looking for here. I don't know why it didn't save it, but for some reason it didn't. Let's try it one more time here. Okay, back to it. Have a look at that time frame. Okay. Okay, so here's our timeline. Again, it's a low threat. It's not a high threat or anything. It is low, but obviously that low is, we've seen what it's done today. Of course, 3 p.m. to 6 northwest Alabama, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. along I-65 in Huntsville, Coleman, Fayetteville areas, and then clearing into northeast Alabama between 5 and 8 o'clock. So that's what we've got right now. Tornado threat, of course. Let me back it up and take a look at some of the new models, because we do have some what appears to be new outlooks out. Okay, so no, nothing's changed. On the updates, everything is remaining the same. A threat of some strong to severe storms with damaging winds being the primary threats. No tornado threat at all showing up at the moment. So, that, if that had produced a tornado up there, it'd have been one of the really rare cases, which we've seen that happen quite a few times. So let's go back to Jackson County here, northwest portion. So a nice gust front. This gust front here may be responsible for some extra thunderstorm activity here within the next little while. So we'll continue to track this cell here as it comes across. It looks like, again, get the areas up that thing's going to be moving through. So again, that was issued out at 5:02. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 5:15 for northwestern Jackson and northeast Madison counties. At 5:02, severe thunderstorm was located near New Market, or 12 miles east of Moore's Mill, moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and nickel size hail. Areas impacted: New Market, Larkin, and Estill Fork. So this warning is not expected to go very much longer unless we see, of course, a change in all that. So it looks like this thunderstorm will eventually move into Skyline, but it's not looking the most intense. Nothing like what it was up here when it had a hook on it. That was pretty interesting right there, how that thing looked. But yeah, continue monitoring that. Looks like the storm will eventually move into the Skyline area there in Pleasant Groves, but it's not expected to be warned. It looks like it should cancel here within the next few minutes. If it holds, if it continues to weaken like it looks like it's doing. It may be replaced with a special weather statement if that is the case. But looking at the highest of the winds, the highest of those winds are just to the west of High Top. Actually, let me get another map up here, give me a better idea where they're at. Okay, so the highest of those winds, looking at the map, are going to be going, looks like the only area that it even shows is 65, Interstate 65 there, going north into Tennessee. Looks like that's kind of where the highest of the winds are right now. I know 65 extends pretty far into Jackson County, so it's not a lot of help, really. Trying to find some, better information here, but that's all it's showing me is 65. Okay, here we go. 65 around Jack Cemetery. That finally just popped up. So around Jack Cemetery there in Jackson County, along 65 there, going north into going north toward Tennessee there. Right in that area, Jack Cemetery area, is where that highest wind is right now, and it's not showing to be 60. But that doesn't mean it's not. So this warning has got a few more minutes to go. And I have noticed a decent weakening trend on it compared to earlier. So let's see where our cold front's at. I mean, I've seen this storm as I was going to Geraldine just a few minutes ago. We also got some additional pop-ups there. Just looks like just to the north of Arab, to the northwest and northeast of Arab there. We got some additional pop-up thunderstorm activity there trying to develop. Anyway, it hasn't developed yet. But we've been getting wind damage reports all day with this stuff. It's just been on and on and on. Look at this, more wind damage reports around Winfield, which 41 miles per hour, that's really not, I don't know that I would really report that as wind damage, because, that's not really that bad. I'm not sure if that person was trained that reported that in there. Now, 50 miles per hour, that's a little bit higher, so, I guess any, gusty, potentially damaging winds is, always helpful, but I particularly myself would probably report, anything 56 up. You know, I might report 50. It depends on if it's done any damage or not, which usually just have minor damage with, you know, furniture blown around and stuff like that with 50. So maybe a few trees down, but still watching this unorganized thunderstorm here. Looking like it did have the potential to be a supercell there. It most definitely did, as it was north of New Market. Definitely had some rotation going on there, even a hook showing up on the radar. But now it's weakened on out. There is some hail in it, some embedded hail in there for sure. So we're still tracking it just to the northwest of Skyline there. So we'll just keep on tracking it there, and the warning should expire here in the next 5 minutes, so this thing should not be up much longer than that. But there is additional pop-ups developing, so we'll be keeping an eye on those throughout the time as well. And then once this cool front gets through here, we'll be all done with that. So let's take a look at the where the cool front's at. Hello, Thomas. Good to see you, brother. I'm glad you're on. All right, so let's get out of this scan here. Get it back to reflectivity. I can actually hear a bit of thunder. And I'm still concerned about the way that cell looks. I'm not going to lie. It's still trying. So let's back it up. Where's our cold front at? It is right moving through Florence right now. So right there is our cool front that we've been talking about, and all these are firing ahead of that front. So we'll be keeping an eye on this stuff, because, you know, some of these could get pretty nasty, as we've seen today. Already got some damage reports across the area due to this stuff. Pretty widespread stuff, too, from all the way from Jackson County to Marshall County and even into DeKalb County. We've seen some of that going on. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I'm doing alright, Myra Collins. Thanks so much. Hey, babe, you're watching. Thanks for watching, hon. Hello, Mike. Nothing. Well, actually, this cell could come your way toward the Eider area and Henniger area if it keeps its path up. So we'll be watching it. Just stay weather aware, everybody, because these storms, you know, they've been packing a punch lately, so we're going to keep watching it. And this one here, I was actually going to check it for rotation again. There is some broad rotation in it, so, you know, we're going to continue tracking it. There is broad rotation, and I'm seeing some new lightning develop there. Around where that's at, but I've got to step back for just a moment, so bear with me, and I will be right back. Alright, everybody, back. Sorry about that. We'll get back to tracking our storms here, make sure our audio and all that's working. Let's take a look at the chat. No, Thomas, this cell is not heading toward Gadsden. But we are seeing some broad rotation with it still, as I was just talking about a minute ago. And also shout out to everybody that said hey to me today. I had so many people that seen me recognize me, and had so many people come up and talk to me today, and like I can't count all of them. So hello to everybody. I appreciate you. From the dollar store to the gas station to the other stores to just in general, like, thanks everybody. I appreciate you. So that severe thunderstorm warning was canceled, and it was replaced by a special weather statement, as I expected it to. And this radar here, I'm currently waiting on it to get its life together, if it's going to. Okay, well anyway, there's a special weather statement out on that. Okay, strong thunderstorm will impact northwestern Jackson County through 5:45 p.m. Doppler radar tracking a strong thunderstorm 7 miles northwest of Skyline, or 15 miles east of Moore's Mill. Movement is southeast at 25 miles per hour. Wind gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour and pea-size hail possible. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects, and minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Areas impacted: Skyline, High Top, Estill Fork, Princeton, Holly Tree, and Larkin. And that is until 5. Get it together right here in just a minute. I think it said 5:45. Yep, till 5:45. So the storm has really weakened out a lot. Like really weakened out a lot compared to what it was, which it is getting into a bit more stable environment. We have not had a lot of sunshine here today after the fact of the storms coming through. So we might dodge the bullet here. I imagine Tennessee's probably had some, but can't fully rule it out that we don't get some more severe storms with this before it's out of here. But right now, that's what we got. The cell's looking nowhere near impressive like it was, but if it continues on and it continues to track southeast, it would eventually affect areas around Pisgah, Dutton, maybe section areas. And if it goes even further southeast, it could strengthen up. I'm not going to say it can't, because it could, because there's a cold front just to the west of us. It could affect areas around potentially Pisgah, or I already said Pisgah, Henniger and Sylvania, maybe even Eider area. Looks more like Henniger area. Seems like it's always Henniger area every time. So if you're in High Top, no, you really don't need to be worried. Or you're going to get some light rain off of it. The heaviest activity of that cell is just south of you, southwest of you right now, so you're good at the moment. If you're watching at Scottsboro, let me enhance the map up a bit more so it'll pull Scottsboro up. It should have pulled Scottsboro up by now if it's going to. Well, I know Scottsboro is close to Hollywood, so you guys can't be that far away. I don't know what is going on. There you go. Okay, so you're right on top of where the Jackson County thing is. So yeah, if you're in Scottsboro, you could get some gusty winds off of this thing. There's an outflow boundary just ahead of it, so you could get some 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts possibly if it holds together. And Skyline, you're right in the path of it, so you're about to get like the big force of all this: the wind, the rain, the hail. There could be some small hail in there, but it's really just weakening on out. Like it's just completely falling apart pretty much. So we'll keep an eye on it though, just make sure that that's all it does. But so yes, nothing concerning at the moment at all with that. And there is still some embedded gusty winds in there, but that's about it. We'll watch it though and see if that does change. Alright everybody, not going to hold everybody up. Just stay weather aware till this cool front gets through here. It'll probably get through here around 8 or 9 o'clock. That's what I'm thinking. It should clear northeast Alabama around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and then all this pop-up stuff will get out of here. I don't expect a line to develop. I don't expect a line like what we had to develop. I believe this is going to be more of a multi-cell event, or maybe multi-cluster event, where we have just these individual cells popping up going severe, or we have a little cluster of them like this right here, and just north of Arab, a cluster like that may be becoming severe. Now, not necessarily saying that cluster is going to become severe, but I'm just using it as an example of what might happen and might not happen. So yeah, this line here continuing to move south. Wind damage reports, I mean, pretty much just a little bit of everywhere there. It says 46 miles per hour, but that's still not considered a wind. It's not considered wind damage, though. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure. Maybe that's a new thing that they've just launched out. I mean, because I've never seen that before. Okay, spotter network report. I've not seen those in quite a long time. Like, this must be something new that they've started launching. I'll check into that, as that's kind of new there. So that may be a new thing that they're doing. That way you can report just, whatever wind gust you have or something like that. I don't know, but I'll check into that. That's kind of interesting. So, yeah. All right, everybody, we'll keep watching this storm here. Stay weather aware, especially if you're in Skyline. You're getting it right now. If you're in Hollywood, you will be, if it holds together, and potentially Pisgah, and then from there, if it holds on, maybe Henniger and Eider. So we'll watch out. Nothing severe, just a strong thunderstorm at the moment, and it's lost all of its lightning. So this thing may just fizzle out to a shower. And that looks like what it's doing at this point. So we won't stay live anymore. We're going to get off here and take a break for a bit, and we'll be watching the radar for you. Thanks again, everybody, so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we're going to get out of here. Spend some time with my lady before dark. Of course, I believe she's eating chocolate ice cream, if I'm looking at that correctly. She's eating chocolate ice cream. Wow. Yeah, Caitlin, y'all do get hit a lot in Henniger, it seems like. Alrighty, take care. And just stay weather aware for the next few hours. If a warning goes up, of course, we'll pop on here as quick as we can. Thanks again. God bless. Have a great rest of your evening. Stay weather aware, and we're almost finished with this. High pressure sets in, I believe, starting Sunday. It's going to be hot next week. So this cool front will bring just a quick break, and that's going to be about it. It's still going to be hot out, but the humidity will go down just a bit behind it. So take care. Make sure you got it set to receive all notifications, as well as to let you know and alert you when we go live on Facebook, or actually YouTube, because Facebook doesn't usually notify me any. Sometimes it does. But all right, take care. God bless. We'll see you on the next one, everybody.